Hi friends, I'm Michelle.
And I'm Steph. Welcome back to our channel. Today we are excited to talk spring. It's official now, and we have about 25 different curb appeal before and afters that we want to share with you today. So what is curb appeal?
All right, do you just love that feeling when you pull up to your home and the lawn is neatly manicured, you've got blooming flowers and a beautiful pot of flowers by your door, and it just looks so inviting and welcoming to your guests? And that is known as curb appeal. What you see from the street that looks like you want to be a part of that home.
Draws you in.
Just draws you in. So it's the landscaping and colors. And
color of your house, your front door.
Yeah, all of those things. Just coming to that feel of curb appeal. So we're going to share lots of ideas that are on a budget today.
We also want to thank our blogging friends for helping us round up all of these ideas, so be sure to tap on the links below for more information. So if curb appeal is all about that first impression, the easiest way we think is to add a pop of color to your front door.
Good place to start. In fact, if you take a look at my home, you will see that when we purchased it, it was blah. There was white stucco, white trim, white door, and there was nothing to define or give you any inkling that there was some design or style to the home. But adding that pop of color in the door and the trim totally changed the way our front door looks.
For this front door, overall, Julie's door was boring before, and she infused it with a pop of color, and look at the difference. It just makes it's so much more cheerful and inviting.
And what if your door is a wood door and it's just worn and looking tired? I love how Stephanie refreshed her front door with some stain, and now it looks brand new. Another quick way to add some personality to your front door is to add a wreath. I love having a wreath on my front door.
Yeah, they can be super inexpensive, and it just, again, makes it a little bit more inviting and welcoming to your home.
And take a look at Steph's beautiful navy door with that fun, modern sunflower wreath on it. I think it is so appealing.
Now take a look at the wreath on my parents' front door. It instantly adds that curb appeal without spending a ton of money.
Another quick and easy way to update your front door is with some new hardware. And you know, new hardware doesn't have to be super expensive. Right. And having that new metal on there and maybe updating the color of your metal can make a huge difference in the way your front door looks.
Yeah. Now let's talk about some curb appeal ideas with the front porch. Whether your porch is large or small, simple updates can really make your home feel more inviting.
The first curb appeal idea for your front porch is to add some furniture. I think nothing is more inviting than having some place where your guests and friends could sit out on the front porch.
While this front porch isn't terrible, it is not very inviting. So take a look at the difference of this porch by adding a place to sit, pillows, and a few accessories. Now it makes you want to come sit and relax.
Another simple way to add curb appeal to your home is to add a rug or a doormat, or even both. In fact, I love to layer a rug and a doormat on my front porch because it adds extra dimension and texture.
The next curb appeal idea is to use potted plants. Now, if you don't have a green thumb, like I don't you worry. Take a look at these like artificial faux greenery balls from 365 Curb Appeal. They look so stinking real. They are amazing.
They are, and you can have beautiful greenery. Don't have to water them, and you can have it year-round, beautiful greenery on your porch. And we have a special for our viewers that you can get a 5% discount if you'll just enter the coupon code Sunnyside Design. I think you'd have to agree that adding a potted plant to your front porch really ups your curb appeal. What do you do if you don't have a front porch? Clearly, I have one of the smallest front porches.
So do I.
it can't hold much, but a potted plant. But what if you want to have a space that's a little bigger where you could actually sit out there and enjoy your front yard? I love what Marty did at her home. She created a deck on the front of her home, and if you take a look at it, it is quite amazing. They've created this large seating area, there's potted plants, and the design on the railing of the deck is really beautiful.
So an obvious way to boost your curb appeal is with your landscaping, and you don't need to spend a ton of money here, but just simply having the weeds pulled, keeping the lawn trimmed can go a long way.
Well, I'll tell you that when we purchased our home, all of the flower beds were filled with weeds, grass had grown into them, plants were overgrown and covering the windows, and it really just needed a major overhaul. Certainly landscaping can get expensive, but with some creative planning and shopping, you can give your landscape a little makeover on a budget.
Another thing to consider when adding shrubs and flowers to your garden is to create a flow that leads your eye toward the front door. So take a look at Ashley's home with the overgrown shrubs.
And look at the difference with the new planted garden beds. It certainly updated her home's curb appeal. Wendy's front landscaping before she added her garden space really lacked that wow factor.
But now take a look at her beautiful butterfly garden. It certainly draws your eye toward her home and adding that much needed curb appeal.
Often the side of our homes get neglected. However, if it is seen from the street, it can certainly affect your home's curb appeal.
Take a look at this image. Danielle had drainage problems on the side of her home, but with the addition of a pathway, flowers, and shrubs, it now looks so good.
Another item to consider when landscaping your home is actually some landscape lighting. It can really add a lot of depth and dimension to not only your shrubs and flowers and trees and things, but also your home itself.
Just take a look at the difference lighting made on Deborah's home. It now looks modern and up to date, highlighting the best features of the yard. And I feel like the value of the home has increased.
Your home's exterior may be looking tired and maybe a little dated. So how can you refresh that on a budget?
We think the most economical way to do this is with a little bit of paint. And, a little bit of maybe blood, sweat, and tears. Not so much blood, but it's going to take some work.
It is.
But look at the difference paint has made on all of these homes.
Take a look at what our home looked like when we purchased it. It definitely was bland and lacked personality. Take a look at it now and see what paint can do. Before, the facade and the pop out of the stucco was just white. It all blended together, but by adding contrast in the stucco pop out and warming up the facade with a warm taupe color, our home is transformed.
Often just a little bit of paint can make a huge difference in the curb appeal of your home. While the main facade color of Dee Dee's home remained the same, painting the trim, shutters, and front door was a fabulous idea to add some much needed curb appeal to her home.
Now let's take a look at Laura's home and how she updated it with just a little bit of paint as well. And take a look at the difference. The contrast between the white window frames and the black shutters certainly captures your attention. The dormers got a little bit of refresh as well as the front door. And now this home certainly has that curb appeal that we all want.
We hope you're getting a lot of ideas for boosting the curb appeal to your home. If you're enjoying this video, please give us a thumbs up and be sure to subscribe to our channel so you don't miss more home inspo videos. So take a look at Amanda's home and what it looked like before it got a makeover with paint.
Isn't it amazing what paint can do? Simply painting that red brick gray makes the home look so good. While the remaining parts of the home remained white, the gray paint took it up a level.
Now Meg's home before felt dated and a little tired. Again, paint to the rescue. Can you believe it's even the same house?
This idea has to be one of my favorite ideas for adding curb appeal on a budget.
So at first we would have thought that adding a little bit of cosmetic garage door hardware would have been expensive, but can you believe that we updated our garage door for less than $40? It's such a huge difference and I love it. And best of all, these are magnetic, so you can shop these down in the description below.
Okay, so what was your favorite idea or way to add curb appeal to your home? And what do you want to add to your home? We'd love to hear from you, so make sure you leave a comment below.
Yep, and if you have any questions or want to see any more of these specific ideas that we showed you, make sure to tap the link below as well and leave your comments.
Thanks for watching a Sunnyside Design video where we hope to bring your home to the sunny side of the street.